the betting, the not so much anymore, is more down to my own fault. I need to get studying again to get the edge back. But yeah, it's a great product. I love the exchange. It's really, in my opinion, one of the better bookmakers, if not the best bookmaker out there.
Well, we're on to race number 6, which means it's the last pick 3 on the card. Races 6, 7, and 8. And just keeping an eye on that pick 3 pool around the country, I must add. It's really grown in a big way. One of the race meetings I worked at Gallop TV, Graham, the pick 3 got over 100K.
The last pick 3 always intrigues everybody because it's all to play for. So obviously the most popular pick 3 on any program is the final one.
Yes.
Whether it's races 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, or even 8,
so
9,
if you're
10.
running in the, let's say you're running in jackpot 2, you're running in your pick 6, do you double up and take the pick 3 as well?
I think most people fancy the last pick 3 because they're already out of the pick 6.
Yeah, because if you get the last pick 3, if you're confident of the last pick 3, what Graham is saying is that you need to catch the pick 3 from when the pick 6 started. Because if you can work out those 3 legs and you're confident your last pick, well, the game is split, isn't it? It's split in different types of bets throughout. Some may fall into place and some may not. Okay, race number 6, no rerun here, but let's go to that interview package.
Sunset Rise is a lovely horse. He's maturing all the time. His last run, obviously, was a no run. The stirrup leather broke, and he ran off the track and almost pulled up. But he's working well. It's just going to be tough for him. He's a young horse. He's only just turned 3. I mean, he was a 2-year-old the other day, and he's carrying a big weight here with the older boys. But if he's as good as we hope, he should be in the first 3.
Yeah, neither here nor there. Ran a very encouragingly at his first run back after a lengthy layoff after fetlock surgery. I backed him up 10 days later, which probably wasn't the correct thing to do with him, and that second run syndrome I think really caught him, and he faded out to nothing late. He steps up to 1400 metres for the first time on Sunday, a trip he's been really looking for. Once again, he's drawn out deep, and if he's not too far out of his ground and a repetition of his comeback run, he could run into the money.
Yeah, Mutaraz, he needed the run badly the other day, and he's still blowing after Gallops, yeah, so he'll need another run. We put blinkers on him just to sharpen him up. He's a bit lazy. So if he can run on top of them, I'll be very happy with that.
Yep, this leg 1 of the last pick 3 on the card, you will do very well to try and minimize your spend here. And there are 9 runners that will go to post. Just as a guide in the betting, 28 to 10, number 1, 2 at 4 to 1, horses in single figures, that is, 4 Putalicious at 7 to 2, 6 at 9 to 2, and 9 at 7 to 1. Graham, what do you make of the younger horses taking on the older horses here? I'm talking about the 3-0s.
I think Alec has a point. Obviously, with 59.5 on his back, number 1, Sunset Riot, is going to find it tough, but he does have the inside draw. Alec's got 2 very nice runners earlier in the form of Quantum and Command Pilot that we've discussed. I think he was underplaying the expectations here when you listen closely to that interview. I think he obviously likes Sunset Riot as a really nice developing 3-year-old. He's brought him to KZN to get the sun on his back and out of the cold of the Highveld, although the weather's starting to turn more favourably there as well. So I think he's planning some kind of a career going forward with Sunset Riot. He'll know exactly where he stands after this race because it's a test for him. And if he was to win this race, then he's clearly well above average. I do think the principal threat is number 4, Putalicious. I think that you may be able to get away with 1 and 4 if you're prepared to take a chance here, because they're both drawn nicely. They both got nice form. The one horse that worries me a little bit, the form book is a bit of a mystery. That's number 6, United Nation, because again, chatting to Glenn, I know he thinks very highly of the son of One World. Not a bad debut in Cape Town, even though beaten 10 lengths. His local debut here on the Poly track, that was his first run as a gelding, ran no kind of a race in the Grade 1 gold medallion. But the fact that he took his place there suggests that they do think highly of number 6, United Nation. He's got quite a handy weight of 54. He could be the sudden improver. So for me, the winner will come from numbers 1, Sunset Riot, or 4, Pootalicious, and you can narrow it down to that. If there's to be a surprise improver in the race, it could be number 6, United Nation.
So United Nation is the surprise with numbers 1 and 4 for Graham Hawkins. The horse that worries me in this race, and for that reason, I'm not going to leave it out, is Beyond the Boundary. A 6-year-old, 3-time winner. You look at his recent form, you're going to say, where are you coming from? Are you coming from beyond the boundary with this one, Tees? Well, I'll just go back to his earlier form and have a look at some of the names that he's raced and how well and how competitive he was. The fact that they took him down to Cape Town for a stint, thought he'd be competitive there. He hasn't been himself of late. I can see the reason why Rachel Vinica is on Pootalicious because of the weight, carrying 61 kgs. But Atandiwe is certainly not out of it on a 12-1 shot there, number 3, Beyond the Boundary. So that's going to be my outside in the race. But Graham could be spot on with number 1, Sunset Riot, the 3-year-old, and number 4, Pootalicious, and his 2 runners there for, a bet like the Place Accumulator. He thinks number 6, United Nations, could be a nice inclusion in the last pick 3. And for me, it's number 3, Beyond the Boundary. That could represent a lot of value and the results you want in leg 1 of the last pick 3, which will begin at 15:30.
It's Donovan Everett from Cape Racing, and I'd just like to say it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Intrabet and Cape Breeders in this golf day today here at Pearl Valley. It's fantastic for the industry to see all the relevant stakeholders coming down and having a good time and networking, and it's exactly what the industry needs right now in terms of moving forward and recreating some positivity to take us forward into the next year.